I'm Erica with the Sulphur Branch of your Calcasieu Parish Public Library, and today I'm going to talk about some ways to make your own dream catchers. I've always been fascinated by dream catchers, what they do, how they look, so I decided to make my own a couple of years ago, and that's this fall one right here. I just used wired twine for the circle, just wrapped it around itself until it became a sturdy circle, and ideally I would have used a real lace doily to put in the center, but the cheaper option was the doily that you see here. I just used bits of fall foliage, the leaves, flowers, a pine cone, and I just happened to have this really pretty red feather bit here. I love twine, so I used twine and some wooden beads for some of the strings. I love lace, so I used some burlap lace as well, and these fall ribbons, random pretty ribbons that I just had to make this fall dream catcher. But I decided to attempt to make one that I could put up all year round instead of just during one season. I created this one yesterday using this woven twig as the base. Really cool thing that I happened to find in the craft closet. I used some purple flowers, purple beads, some string. I honestly don't know what type of string this is. I decided to attempt to string it how you're supposed to string it, and it was very difficult, which is why today we're gonna go with the fake doily. I also used some random ribbons that I found. I thought these were gonna be a lot less unruly, but that's okay. Use some feathers, more twine, some green wooden beads, and some leather string. Today, I really wanted to try using an embroidery hoop as my base. I see it all the time online, and finally gonna make one myself. I am going to wrap it using some leather cord. We are going to use fake doily. I have some feathers, some random frilly string, lacy ribbon, thick twine of course, thin twine, beads, and flowers. So let's get started. As I said, the first thing I did was wrap the embroidery hoop with the leather cord, just tied a knot and kept on wrapping. This was an extremely long process and I cut most of it out, but as you'll see in a second, I give several impatient looks to the camera. Eventually I broke out my ebook and was reading while wrapping it because it was such a monotonous process. After I finally finished wrapping it, I gave it another 6 inches or so, cut it, put a bead on, and then finished it off by knotting a loop onto it, and that's what you're going to use to hang it. Next, I just start tying all of the strings on. I just make sure to do a double knot. You can tie whatever strings on however you please. I started with the frilly ones because they were the thickest, and then tied the thinner ones in between all of them. I made sure to do the thin twine because I knew that it would be the only one thin enough to put these beads on that I had picked out that were the colors that I wanted. I did still have to take a paper clip and clear out some of the glass beads and also use it to shove the twine through some of the beads because the twine tended to unravel. So you might have to be innovative and use things like paper clips to make this work. On the thicker pieces of twine, I decided to tie on some feathers. After getting the feathers facing the way that I wanted and everything situated, it's time to hot glue the doily on. Please keep in mind that you are gluing the doily onto the back of the dream catcher and not the front. Now it's time to decorate with flowers or whatever else you can find and would like to use. And there you have it, a dream catcher that you can put up any time of the year, especially it's very springy. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching.